twine and tin, bikes with no brakes, hearts full of wind. Out where the pine trees hide the sun, we learned to lose and laugh and run. We were hollow boys, born to roam, catching crawdads, slanging at stones, pocket knives and borrowed time, skinned up knees and crooked grins shine. We were hollow boys, no bigger plan, just fireflies and barefooted land. Learned our prayers in fields of noise, amen. We were hollow boys. Caught our first kiss behind the shed, cherry coke lips and faces red. Snuck Dad's truck down Miller's Hill, left a tire mark, caught one still. Built a fort from busted fence, swore it stood for our defense. Told the world we'd never leave, but dreams got legs and hearts believe. We were hollow boys, born to roam, catching crawdads, slinging stones, pocket knives and borrowed time, skinned up knees and crooked grins shine. We were hollow boys, no bigger plan, just fireflies and barefooted land. Learned our prayers in fields of noise, amen. We were hollow boys. Learned to throw a punch and laugh it off, learned not all friends shake it off. Cut our teeth on summer storms, laughed through trouble, stayed half warm. 4th of July and a BB gun, shot beer cans till we lost the sun. Mama's voice from the porch light glow, come on in, it's time to grow. Now the creek runs quiet and the trails grew weeds, but I still hear us in the whispering trees. Even grown with lines on my face, I go back every time I chase. We were hollow boys, born to roam, catching crawdads, slinging stones, pocket knives and borrowed time, skinned up knees and crooked grins shine. We were hollow boys, no bigger plan, just fireflies and barefooted land. Learned our prayers in fields of noise, amen. We were hollow boys, yeah. The world got loud, the roads got wide, but I still carry that backwoods pride. One laugh, one shout deep in my core. Forever, I'm a hollow boy. Radio low, windows down, tires humming on the edge of town. Sky like velvet, nerves on fire, hearts beat wild with no empire. She climbed through the fence in cut-off jeans, moonlight tangled in summer dreams. We passed that flask like we passed the time, telling lies like they tasted fine. Tailgate creaks, crickets sing, talked about nothings like they meant everything. I said someday I'd leave this place. She said even fireflies need space. In that field of fireflies, we learned to chase and not ask why. Where time stood still in reckless waves, and the world felt small in a blaze of days. We were sparks trying to memorize the glow in that field of fireflies. In that field of fireflies, we learned to chase got loud and nights got thin, but I still see her dancing in the wind, the wind. Now that field's just overgrown, weeds like secrets we outgrew alone. But when I drive past after 9, I swear I see her shimmering in the pine. In that field of fireflies, we learned to chase and not ask why. Where time stood still in reckless ways, and the world felt small in a blaze of days. We were sparks trying to memorize the glow in that field of fireflies. Every first kiss fades with time, but some burn soft like a rural rhyme. And even now, with gray in my beard, I hear her laugh when I shift to third gear. So light me up when I'm running blind, like those days in the firefly shine. We were bright, we were wild, we were just right in that field of fireflies. Around her neck and a smirk in her eyes, barefoot sinner under Bible Belt skies. Snuck out the window, hair still wet, told her mama it was youth group, ain't lied yet. We parked beneath that silver dome, old drive-in where the weeds had grown. Two souls tangled in a preacher's town, touching stars we weren't allowed. She sang along with every tune, feet on the dash, humming like June. Said her daddy warned about boys like me, then smiled like that was the key. My back row angel, rebel grace, lip gloss gospel on her face. Sunday dress with a hell-bound heart, never let the rules tear us apart. Every kiss a little hymn undone. Yeah, she saved me just for fun. Skipped the lines, found her faith in crooked times, held my hand like a holy book, and dared the devil with a look. Years from now I still feel that heat when I hear Springsteen from the backseat. A love like that don't fade or go, it just hums low like a radio. She's my back row angel, rebel grace, lip gloss gospel on her face. Sunday dress with a hell-bound heart, never let the rules tear us apart. Every kiss a little hymn undone. Yeah, she saved me just for fun. but she loved me past what I could say. In that back row, stars above, I found hellfire dressed like love. She had cotton candy on her lips. I had nerves wound tight in fits, one hand in mine, the other in air. Me and her and the county fair. She wore sundress, fire, and daisy perfume. I bought her a goldfish and kissed her too soon. Rode the tilt-a-whirl till the stars went flat. Swore that night would outlast that, yeah. We slow danced by the tractor pull. She laughed so loud my heart got full. Want her a bear with a crooked eye, she said, guess that means he's mine. Oh, oh, me and her and the county fair, dreams spun round in carousel air. Told her someday she'd wear my name. She said someday ain't far away. The lights went down but we stayed there, me and her and the county fair. She stole my flannel when it got cold, said this is what forever should hold. We made promises in funnel cake dust, young hearts built on fearless trust. We left that night in a rusted Ford, but the spark we lit still burned forward. Years went fast, but I still swear we were made at the county fair. That blinked like lullabies. We grew up, but we still care. Me and her and the county fair. Now we take the kids each fall, hold their hands through it all. Watch them laugh like we once dared. Two old flames at the county fair. If they ask where love was born, say it sparkled out of thin hot air. Me and her and the county fair. Two lanes past the feed mill sign, pulled off where the pines align. The land was cheap, sky was wide. We pitched a dream and let it ride. Hammered nails with borrowed tools, painted walls in midnight blues. Her life filled up those empty halls like wind through cracks in new drywall. kitchen light while we slow danced with takeout fries. Now there's a name on the mailbox, 2 rings hanging by the sink. Boots by the door, guitars in the yard. Time gone, ask what you think. You didn't have gold or grand designs, just love and a mailbox sign. That's when I knew I'd finally arrive with her name next to mine. Sunday mornings in socks and rolls, coffee steam and cartoons roll. We built forever out of creeks and dust in that house where we meant trust. Taught our boy to ride that hill, she snapped a pic, I can see it still. Years sped by on that gravel track, but we never once wished we had turned back. There's a name on the mailbox, unfaded but holding strong. Storms came through, seasons flew, but we were right where we belong. No mansion view or fancy vines, just heart and a mailbox sign. Yeah, she made that old place shine with her name next to mine. It ain't about walls or space, it's who laughs there, who gives it grace. Home's not brick, it's breathing rooms and names that hum like favorite tunes. So when I pull in, tired and worn, that mailbox leans weathered and worn, but it still holds the proof in kind of her name right next to mine.
Leaning in the corner, dust on the case, like it's waiting on time to retrace. Strings a little rusted, frets worn thin, but it still sings where love begins. He'd play it on Sunday, sun setting slow. Will the circle be unbroken, soft and low? Callous thumbs, quiet pride, lessons wrapped in every slide. Told me stories through that corded wood, things a young man never understood, like how to lose and still stand tall, how to bend but never fall. That's Daddy's guitar, not just strings and pine. It held our truth in 4/4 time. Taught me grace beneath its scars, and how to bend but never fall. That Daddy's guitar, not just strings and pine. It held our truth in 4/4 time. Taught me grace beneath its scars, and how to speak without a guard. I didn't need a map or star, I had Daddy's guitar. When life got heavy and words ran dry, I'd take it down and let it cry. Those frets knew pain before I could spell. It played my hell and held it well. Now my son asks if he can learn. Hands too small, but hearts return. I smile like Dad did back in the day. Boy, let it talk when you can't say. That's Daddy's guitar, not just strings and pine. It held our truth in 4/4 time. Taught me grace beneath its scars, and how to bend but never thought. Don't need fame or a tip jar. I've got Daddy's guitar. It don't shine, it ain't in tune, but I hear him still in every room. And when I play, I feel his hand. A quiet guy, a steady man. So I hang it up when the day gets long, a little beat up but still strong. And if I ever forget who we are, I just reach for Daddy's guitar. Dust and quilted seams, her hands held more than childhood dreams. Band-aids, blessings, Sunday plans. I grew up in Mama's hands. She tied my laces and wiped my tears, stitched up jeans through the early years, held a skillet like a queen with grace, and the world made sense from that place. Storms with a gentle touch, say you're alright without saying much. Knew when to hold and when to push, raised me right in a world so rushed. Oh, Mama's hands, they told the truth, soft as hymns, tough as roots. Held the world without demand, raised a man from dirt and sand. I may forget the lines she planned, but I'll never forget Mama's hands. She prayed in silence, worked in light, stayed up late and loved me right. Wrote her strength in grocery lists and healed my heart with calloused wrist. At the window now she sits more still. Her grip is light, but her love won't chill. And every time I hold her palm, I feel my childhood hum like a song. Yeah, Mama's hands, they shaped the clay, guided me the gentlest way. Carved the stars from daily plans, built a life with worn out hands. Time may loosen what it brands, but I still reach for Mama's hands. And when she's gone, I'll find her there, in every kindness, every prayer, in how I love and how I stand. Still learning from Mama's hands. So if they ask how I was made, don't speak of might or plans well laid.
Just say a boy became a man thanks to Mama's hands.
To be two voices always in tune, talking about crops and the shape of the moon. Now there's just wind and a clock on the wall, ticking slower, saying it all. Daddy don't get up as fast these days. His stories pause in long sun rays. Coffee cools while he stares out front at ghosts he swears he don't confront. Mama knits less, hums more instead. Eyes gone soft, cheeks rosy red. She says my name like a far-off song, like she knows but knows it won't be long. The porch got quieter year by year, fewer laughs and more held tears. Chairs still rock but not as wide, their voices now just breeze and sky. I sit between what was and is, holding time in fingertips. Where love once echoed clear, the porch got quieter. The dog still waits by the swinging gate, not quite sure why I come home late. I bring sweet tea, I bring my pride, but grief don't sip, it goes and hides. One day, no lights through the front screen door, just a dusty Bible on the drawer. The chairs don't creak, the swing don't sway, just echoes in the amber gray. The porch got quieter, that's for sure. No footsteps crossing the pine wood floor, just faded cushions, stories done, and this ache that soaks into the sun. I sit with them in silence now, learning peace the long way round. Still hear them when the stars appear. The porch got quieter, and if you pass by just near dusk, you might still feel the hush and trust of two old souls who shaped this song. Still rocking just beyond. The grass still grows where their footprints ran, toys long gone, but I still stand. Coffee cup in a weathered hand, watching the wind like an old friend can. Used to chase them round that tree, squeals and sneakers, wild and free. Now the tire swing sways without a sound, like it misses being spun around. Back porch steps where chalk once stayed, sidewalk suns and crayon made. Lunch is packed, scraped up knees, now it's just birds and quiet breeze. There's an empty swing in a full backyard, noisemakers traded for college cards. I smile, yeah, but it hits real hard. This heart's still full, but the yard feels far. They grew fast,
they check in, they do their best, but I ain't the center like I was, I guess. They're out there flying where dreams reside, and I wave like a man who swelled with pride. Still grill for two and save their seats, old cartoons and folded sheets. Sometimes I walk out just to feel the echoes I wish were still real. There's an empty swing in a full backyard, memories etched like pickup scars. Their roots are here, but they've gone far, and that's the way it's meant to start. Still I water dreams that once played hard by that empty swing in a full backyard. Love don't shrink, it just spreads wide, from bedtime books to morning rides. Even when they're miles apart, they still bloom inside this heart. So I rock in place as the day gets dark, by that empty swing in a full backyard. There's an empty swing in a full backyard. Memories etched like gave-up scars. Their roots are here, but they've gone far, and that's the way it's meant to start. Still I water dreams that once played hard by that empty swing in a full backyard.
Left her robe hanging on the chair, coffee cup still sitting there. Sunday light through a window pane, it's like music laced with pain. The couch still dips where she would read. She called it ours, though it fit just me. Now the clock ticks like a second guess, and the air still wears her favorite red dress. I dust the vinyl, drop the needle slow, same old song from long ago, where she'd laugh and take my hand, say one more spin for an old man. So I sway through the shirt, barefoot on floors that still feel hurt. Every turn writes the story again of first hellos and quiet ends. The house is still, the song plays soft. It's our last Sunday waltz. The picture frame leans just off straight, her lipstick mark on a dinner plate. I light the candle like she would do, pretend she's near and hum her tune. Our kids stop by, they check, they care, but they don't stay long in the quiet air. And when they go, I close the door to waltz one lap across the floor. Yeah, I sway in the room we made our own, holding memory like a cornerstone. Still feel her breath in the way night falls.
if I fade with the final notes. No, I danced where her spirit floats. No crowd, no call, no curtain talks, just me and her in our last Sunday walk. Crunches beneath these boots, same sound as when I chased my youth. The porch lights off, the swing don't sway. It's just me, this chair, and yesterday. The mailbox leans, paint cracked and gone, but her name still hums in a twilight song. Kids call Les, and that's alright. They've got their stars to chase at night. I've mowed this lawn a million times, watched seasons fade into softened lines. Fence post prayers and folding sky. The quiet starts to feel like wine. But I ain't afraid of the wind tonight, or the hush where once was life. Every mile I've walked, every goodbye led me here beneath this sky. I can hear her voice in the distant pines, calling me home with no more lines. Guess I've reached the place folks talk about, where the gravel turns to sky. Coffee cools in a weathered cup. I raise it slow like a toast to us. No tears fall, just memories glide through photos curled with time and pride. I ain't got much, just a chair in view, and the peace that comes when life is through. She's up there somewhere, I can feel her smile, so I close my eyes and rest a while. I ain't afraid of the wind tonight, or the hush where once was life. Every mile I've walked, every goodbye led me here beneath this sky. There's comfort now in the quiet signs, where her hand once reached for mine. This must be the place they mean when they sigh, where the gravel turns to sky. So if you find this old chair still, let it rock with time and will. Tell 'em